welcome you all to our presentation of Christmas with the Star of Bethlehem. We think of the wise men as the people who saw the Star of Bethlehem, but there was another group of sky watchers in ancient China who observed a star and recorded a star in the season of Passover in the year 5 BC. Chinese made very detailed records of what was in the sky. They recorded comets and meteors and all sorts of things. Well, this particular star that they recorded did not move. It did not move. And so that kind of X's out as a comet. What it was a nova. A nova is a star that explodes, and it becomes very bright for a period of time. This particular star, the Chinese noted, was bright for a period of 70 days. You'll see a picture of the Crab Nebula, which we have. The Crab Nebula is the remains of a supernova that exploded in the year 1054. It's a cloud of gas that's expanding out from the explosion site. The star that the Chinese found was one that rose in the east, and that star burned for 70 days, as I have said. Now, there was another group of sky watchers, the wise men, who are actually known as the Magi. Now, the Magi were probably from Persia, and Daniel, the prophet Daniel, was a Magi. So it is very likely that the Persian Magi knew about Jesus, the Christ, the Messiah, from Daniel. So like the Chinese, the Magi saw a star that rose in the east, except they went to Judah because they were looking to worship the King of the Jews, who, of course, was Jesus. So there's something about that star that made them want to go to Judah to worship Jesus. Now, the question is, if this is a nova, can we find the remains of it today? Can we find the remains of the Star of Bethlehem? Well, the Chinese gave us the up and down, the meridian. It was near the bright star Altair on their sky maps. The wise men tell us that the Star of Bethlehem was directly overhead in Bethlehem, and so that gives us the latitude. So you have a crosshairs from the Chinese and the Magi, and the crosshairs come together at an object in the sky that's called X1 Cygnus. Now, X1 Cygnus is a very unusual object. It was actually the first black hole ever discovered by astronomers. Now, what the astronomers tell us is that when a star is very large, more than 3 times the size of the sun, if it explodes into a nova because it's so large, gravity will collapse all of the material into a black hole. So the Star of Bethlehem is not visible in the sky tonight because it's a black hole. So this black hole at X1 Cygnus is the remains of the Star of Bethlehem. So the Star of Bethlehem is a supernova that exploded in the season of Passover in 5 BC.